And back at Helmsley, I was here 2 weeks ago for the Fadmoor 55. Day one of my recce run. A few less people here, or less runners anyway. Going to be following these signs, the Tabular Hills Walk, and this takes me all the way back, all the way to Scarborough, and back to Wycombe today. So we've just run up from Helmsley, went past the football club where the 55 started the very first time, and then just making our way now and then into these woods. So it's a good sign, lots of signposts following these little discs, and looks like we've got a bit of a track to follow for a while now. Quite a muddy little track this is about 1.5 miles out of Helmsley on this track, and fairly muddy, parts okay, just making our way through the trees. It's really nice actually, the rain's really walking up this path here, and actually from that last bit of video the path got stonier, so it was better. And then we hit this track and taking a right here, following the signs to Carlton, which is 1/2 mile away from the Tabular Hills Walk. Just come down the path, got a nice little bit of a climb and then a nice downhill run through the metal gate, and then I'm going on the road now I think for a little bit. So there's Carlton, and going this way. I think I'll make this my first mini split of the route from Helmsley to. Okay, around 1/2 mile on the road, and then we come to this junction here, and we're heading towards Beedlam Rig, and I assume it's that way. There's two paths there, but my tracker. Look. Up on the higher path there. I assume that one just leads to a farm. So this forestry track is quite muddy here actually. I would imagine this stays pretty muddy because you're underneath the trees, so even if it was dry it would take a while to dry out, I think. Okay, come along just from where I videoed there. And according to my GPS, it's a little bit further on this path and then it goes, but the signpost has got it here, so I think I'm going to trust the signpost because it's been pretty good so far. I'm not quite sure the GPS that I've got, whether that was just done on the map or it was actually on the ground, so I think I'll stick with this signpost. That was the right path, and the GPS actually does coincide with it. The thing about the GPS is that you look as though you're on the main path, but because there's no other paths on that on the watch, you just got a black line. So sometimes it's confusing. It's just quite a steep descent here through the trees, and again fairly muddy. So I'm just being a bit cautious here on the way down. So quite a steep little descent there from that other signpost, and then I think we're on this path a little bit now. Let's get some more bridle way. Nope, I think according to, oh no, we do take a left, yeah, so we're following this one. So basically come down there, across the road, and then we're heading this way. Up that road, come down from that little junction, and then through this gate, and we're now heading this way. And so we're going to cross a river. You can hear the river. We're going to cross that at some point. Okay, come along that little muddy path along the river, and I'm going to cross over this bridge. and then we're making our way up to, I assume, past that farm. Across the bridge down there, and just climbing up past this farm on this little track. And I think once we get to that gate, we take a right. And I can see the little Helmsley Hill sign. Yeah, just come up to the gate, and then it's a little bit further up, and then we've got the turn right. Okay, so we just climbed up, and we come to a path. We've got a bridleway going that way, and we're going to go right up here. Bit of a climb up on this path from the that last junction, and then we're on this one now, heading towards Norton Tower, 1 mile, and I think I'll use that as my my next mini split if it's actually on the route. Through a gate, made my way down through these trees and this path, and then come to a bit of a junction here. There's no signs, but I'm assuming I go straight on a little bit further. Don't see any markers that way or that way, and I think my GPS has it going, carrying on straight up the hill. Came up from that path and through past that gate. I'm now working up the edge of this field. It was a bit cooler again, put my gloves back on, and it's not actually raining, but there's definitely a sort of moisture in the air from the mist, I think, so I feel comfortable with my jacket on. Following the bridleway over this muddy track. I think we're going straight on, and I think I saw a road at the top here, so we're heading up to the road. Okay, just come up from there, here's the road, and still got my Helmsley Hills walk sign, so that's good. I'm quite sure where this place is, but it's private, so we're going that way I think, but I'm quite sure where this is. So we're on road for a little bit now, I don't know how far. Okay, just come that way for half a mile from that last little junction, and then we're turning a right here and following the Tabular Hills walk along this path. Come down that road for the last another half mile or so, and past Skiplum, and now we're taking a left off this road, and we're heading on this bridleway. So run down the bridleway alongside this field, and then we're going to go through this gate, and then we're going to follow this path along the forest. We go along for a bit, and then we take a cut back a little bit, and we're heading down into this little valley. It's probably another climb out, I think, and then heading towards the muddy path, that one, but it was fine. Slightly downhill, which is nice, and then we're taking a sharp left here, and I could see the path. Well, I couldn't see it, but I could see it on the trace, so we sort of double back on ourselves, so making our way down to the bottom here. And this is a bridleway, so horses are allowed. I've seen lots of horse hooves, but no horses as yet. Don't know whether I'll see a horse or not. Quite a steep descent down that muddy path, and then so we're heading over that bridge. That's the signs. There's a nice little house, farm. This river is called Kirkdale, I think. left at this crossroad here. And then I can see my familiar little signs on the gateposts. So heading that way across the river. I'm not going that way, that follows the river. We're heading up this one, up into the trees. Climbing up this forestry path, come to a junction here, and we're taking a right. Nice new signs there. Those tabular hill signs, there's not every junction, but there was one or two places like that last one down there. You know, you just have to keep your wits about you to climb up rather than going left along the river. But for me, this is why I love doing the recce's, because I can take my time today and make sure I get the right direction. So on race day, I'm hoping that I won't need to use a map at all. I can remember the key junctions. So we've just ran down, got a bit muddy at times, that little track there, and then top of the hills walk this way. So Fadmoor, 1 mile, that's where the next checkpoint is. So I assume we're on the road. I reckon it's less than a mile, but we'll see. Okay, into that track, a little bit slightly bigger road, and we've got half a mile to the checkpoint at Fadmoor. Okay, get into this road, take a left, and there's the sign for Fadmoor. I'm going to have a quick stop here, have my sweet potato. I'm not quite sure where the checkpoint's going to be, but I assume it will be probably placed in a car somewhere in the little village here.